Hi, I'm John Frazier, franchise partner with Expedia Cruises, and welcome to another episode of 5 Minute Review. My team and I have been very fortunate to have made multiple trips to Jamaica since December of 2020, and we want to share our experiences and observations regarding the health and safety protocols through every phase of our trips so you know what to expect and can have a safe journey when the time is right for you to travel. We hope this helps. Of the 3 countries we visited, we were most impressed with the precautions we saw in Jamaica. They were as good or better, in our opinion, than what we have in the United States. Things to know before you go: all visitors 12 and up are required to have a negative COVID test within 3 days of travel to Jamaica. You're also going to need to submit an online travel authorization request 7 days before your travel, but no worries, we got ours back the same day. Let's start with the airports. The information we are presenting is pretty consistent for both US and Jamaican airports. There are stickers on the floor for social distancing and signs on seats and waiting areas to make sure that people who are not traveling together are maintaining their social distance. We've seen an increase in hand sanitization stations along with increase in cleaning procedures. At the Montego Bay Airport, we saw them using thermal imaging to take your temperature upon arrival, but this is in a secure area, so we don't have pictures of it. Masks must be worn at all times in the airport and on planes. No surprises here. When departing, your airline will check the paperwork at the airport to make sure you have your negative test for returning to the United States as you're checking in for your flight. All right, let's move on to flying. Airlines are operating at normal capacity, meaning they are not leaving the middle seats open. At first, my flights were a mixture of completely full and then go ahead and spread out. You got a row to yourself. Now they're pretty much completely full. Early in our travels, some of the airlines handed out wipes, but not all, and I've not seen that recently. Probably a good idea to take some along with you. All are sterilizing in between flights, and the air inside the cabin is refreshed every 3 minutes, as well as being scrubbed. At first, all of the airlines had reduced or no beverage service. You might get a water if you were lucky, and may or may not get a snack. Now, most are back to their normal drink and snack policies. When Jamaica first started opening up after the pandemic, they had resilient zones and you were pretty much limited to your resort. They've relaxed that now and you can pretty much go out and enjoy any of the excursions off property. As far as hotel safety, there are a few things that are pretty standard wherever you go. At check-in, foot sanitization stations, temperature checks, hand sanitizing, all occurs before you can enter the property. QR codes are used in place of common paper items like menus and price lists throughout the resort. For the most part, there's no self-serve buffets, but we're starting to see those come back in some cases. Masks, some require and enforce in public areas like walkways and restaurants up to the table. Others request but do not enforce. All are relaxed at the pool and the beach. All workers are wearing masks all the time. We've not found one exception yet. There is outdoor entertainment. All hotels are at reduced capacity, but that is slowly starting to change. There are hand sanitizing stations everywhere. For a while, if anyone entered a room, that room could not be used for 72 hours as an additional measure to keep people safe. The next few items we see at most hotels, but not all. Stickers on the doors that show the room has been sterilized and not been disturbed since. High-touch items like remote controls are in plastic bags after they've been sanitized. Personal wipes, bottles of sanitizing gel are provided in the room in some hotels for your convenience. Testing for employees on a regular interval, usually about every 2 weeks, is not uncommon. And electrostatic cleaning of luggage is not uncommon when you arrive. Common area furniture and surfaces are oftentimes electrostatically cleaned or frequently and consistently wiped down with sterilizing solutions. We were really impressed when we went off property in Jamaica. Stores were incredibly vigilant about enforcing the wearing of masks, hand sanitization, checking temperatures at the door, and capacity control. Even small stores embrace these measures. Bars and restaurants are open, pretty much the same as they are in the States. Once you're at your seat at the bar or your table, your masks can come off. Most of the major attractions are open: Dunn's River Falls, Rick's Cafe, Margaritaville, Mystic Mountain, and more, but some are operating on a scaled-back schedule. Make sure to check before you go. As far as COVID testing before returning back to the United States, most large resorts are offering a test for free that meets CDC guidelines. The process is super simple. You set an appointment at check-in and you go at your scheduled time. It takes about a half hour to 45 minutes and you get your results within a day at the front desk or via email. If you test positive, the larger chains have different policies in place. In some cases, you have to purchase a very inexpensive insurance policy. Some provide it for free, but most have a quarantine area where they will allow you to stay for 10 to 14 days. They'll provide you room service, but you're confined to your room. Your travel agent should be able to give you more detailed information on specific resorts. If you're staying at a boutique hotel, there are other options in Jamaica to get those tests. Work with your travel advisor to find the best option for you. Thanks for checking out this episode of 5 Minute Review. If we've inspired you to travel and you're not already working with a travel advisor, please consider using our team of experts. Whether it's cruise, land, or VRBO, we have experience with all of them. If you've liked what you've seen here, do us a favor and give us a like below. And follow our channel for future episodes. Until we see you again, travel and be well.